The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another. We can't stay the same. We've lost the game of life. We can't run away anymore. The world is changing now. We need to heed the warning. The world is calling you to rise above where you've been. The world is changing now. What we did before doesn't work. It's time for you. It's time for me to change. The world is changing now. Won't you change and open your heart? Open your heart.
Yes, indeed, the world is changing now, and we don't know what to do. It's definitely been some interesting times. And I don't know if you noticed a little head over here, but we've got the great Cleopatra. She'll probably be helping us pick some cards. She was touching a card a little earlier, so perhaps I'm going to have to see what messages Cleopatra. Cleopatra, do you need your own card deck or something? I don't know what you're going to do, but anyway, she is here for the show. She wants to be sure that our group messages are accurate, and she wants to put her keen kitty input in on it. So we welcome you here. We are on our Sunday Funday, and it's great to have you here. And we do hope that you share the page. Share the love and share the light. Why are we sharing light today? Well, it seems like darkness is all across the land. There's so many things going on all at once. I thought, well, we need some light. We need to turn on our heart light, get those hearts going, acts of kindness. We need to have some sharing and some caring and some connections with people, because life is getting complicated. And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty. It seems like we don't know what's going to happen next. Did you pop the popcorn? Because it's going to get real, the word I'm hearing in my head, gnarly. Now, that's not meant to make you feel afraid. That's just meant for you to batten up the hatches and take a good look at what's important for you, and don't get spooked by the illusions that are going on outside in the world. Don't get spooked by what's happening. Tune into God, tune into your angels, tune into your guides, and trust your intuition. This is the time that we need to connect our intuition and learn that everything happens for a reason, and we are always in alignment and protected when we stay centered. When we lose ourselves in the craziness, and it's a bit wacky right now, it's hard to feel that flow of that connection. You know, you want to be in that God flow, that heart flow, that love flow. And the most important thing of this God flow, love flow, heart flow is learning to still your mind and turn off the magical chatter that is coming from the world outside. It's got this hypnotic, magical feeling to it that's not aligned with divine purpose. It's got this weird frequency to it. So when you hear things that make you nervous or upset or concerned, and I'm not saying there aren't things going on in the world that do not render our emotions to feel out of sorts, because there are. And we're not going to sugarcoat things and sweep them under the rug and act like they're not happening. But when it's this magical, hypnotic feeling that comes over you, that's almost like it's not your vibe, then you have to kind of start to be stronger than the impression of the energy and cut yourself off from that flow and plug yourself back into a different frequency. You know, one of the things I found myself doing lately is, I'm sure we all have our favorite comedians. So getting a comedian that you really like and watching their YouTube video or catching something on Netflix, something lighthearted, something that will make you laugh, something that will raise your vibration. Laughter, love, joy, harmony, all high vibrations. Fear, angst, anxiety, hatred, disappointment, these things are low vibrational energies. And when we're in that energy, it's impossible to attract the right frequency to you. You will not get the highest version of it. So in this moment, what is so imperative that we all do is for us to remember that we are divine beings who are always and will always be protected, and we will always be placed with opportunities to rise above whatever's going on. Perhaps you joined us in the very beginning of the show when we were playing a bit of music, and we wrote a song last week after we closed out our Sunday Fun Day. And the song is "The World is Changing Now." And we can't keep doing what we did before. And it's time for you and it's time for me to open up our hearts and listen to the heart. And this is a time for us to acknowledge that there are things going on, acknowledge that there's information that's being given to us. And yes, we have to sort through it and see, how does it impact you? What can it be? What can it do? But what's most important for us is for us just to remember that you have to have fun in spite of everything. And for a lot of people, and I've talked to many, even people who are celebrities, this shutdown, lockdown, quarantine, this re-entry into the world, but fearfully, tentatively, is getting to people. And we get it. And yes, you want your life back. You do. I understand. And there's a part of all of us that wants things to go back to the way it was. And aspects of life will return to what we thought we liked and wanted. But there's a different perspective that we're going to bring to the party next year. And this is all about stepping up into a new perspective, a new paradigm, a new way of being. For us, for the people who are looking to align with love and light and harmony, there's a new way to be. And for us to not judge who do not join us on the party boat, but for us to just keep sending them love and light and put out the energy that we hope that they can receive love, that we hope they can approach things that bother them with love and kindness, and that people are allowed to have their opinions and that doesn't have to always agree. You see, we've got so many people convinced that they know the truth. And I'm not saying I know the truth. There's one truth. Everyone's truth is unique unto itself, because our truth is tied up with the journey that you have, what aligns with you, what your experience is meant to be in this lifetime. Some people's experience is to learn how to break out of fear, Others, it's to be happy and bubbly no matter what's going on. Some people are wired that way. And well, for them, I guess it makes it a little easier. But even those people who are usually upbeat are finding themselves a little stuck, a little concerned, a little, well, afraid. And with that, we know that it takes you from God. It takes you from the energy that you need to align yourself with your divine destiny, with what you want to create. And we're getting ready. Next week, we get ready to go into Mercury retrograde. For those of you who don't know what that is, planet of communication, goes backwards. It's a good time to revisit things. It's a good time to release things. But things also get kind of confused. And I want you to think that Mercury goes retrograde in October, and it does not come out until the election day. And then we still have shadow. So it's really not out, but it's at least completing a cycle of energy that is its strength. But with communication being backwards, and us all wondering, well, how's this voting going to go? You know, we are in for some interesting times, and we just need to hold the vision, not criticize people, because it's too late now. Hold the vision of what we want the world to be. And see that, so no matter what happens, there are certain things that have to come to pass. It'll be an easier vibration, an easier frequency. It will be something that, well, we can live with. These are times for us to change. And these changes are here for every one of us to move forward in a direction of peace and light and love, and to move forward so that we know that every person, every human, excuse me, Cleopatra, every person, every human on this planet is important. And every creature, as Cleopatra would have you know, who's got her head nestled on the cards here. I don't know if we can see her little face, but she's got herself all, now she's grooming herself. She's like, I have to be pretty for camera. Lord, this cat starts giving messages, I get to retire. So this is a good thing. Oh yes, there she is, her little happy little paw here. But look at the pet. Look at Cleopatra. Not a care in the world. We need to learn from Cleopatra. We need to adopt a different way of looking at things, because all your needs and desires will come to you, even if you don't know how. It's coming. We've just got to pass through these bumpy things. And it's interesting because I don't think she wakes up and says to herself, I wonder if they're going to remember to feed me today. She just figures she's getting fed. And she has her little treats. And when she has a treat, she's as happy as a clam. Matter of fact, if she ever escapes from the house, which is rare, I got to just get the treat bag and shake it outside. She's like, I'm coming. Then there are times when she decides she wants to assert her personality. And I may not know where she is in the house. And suddenly I'm wondering, where is she? Is she here? Is she okay? So I take out the treat bag, much like your guardian angels and guides do. They take out the treat bag. Hello, human? I'm like, hello, Cleopatra? She will not come out for nothing. It's like she's sitting in a closet somewhere, in a little nook where I can't see her, paw over her eyes, just sitting there going, oh, I'm resting. But some of us humans, we got our paws over our eyes going, I don't want to see what's coming next. It's crazy. But what are you going to do? You can only control your actions and your reactions. You can only calibrate your energy and hold your frequency and then send it out into the air like a mist for all who want to take it in. Because not everybody wants to come in from their rain show. They don't all want to come in from the rain. They're liking it out there in their puddles. Because they're so used to life being chaotic. Because it's been an interesting year. And some people are so used to having to be on this, what I call it's an adrenaline rush, where they go from one crisis to another crisis to another crisis, and it's like the adrenaline feeds them. And it forms a cycle. And then we, humans, creatures of habit, we get ourselves from one thing to another, to another, to another, and we cannot break the cycle because there's a point of attraction that we're expecting something bad to happen. We're expecting chaos. So we attract chaos. It's not easy. And when you look at what you want to create versus what's actually happening for your own personal circle, you have to ask yourself, where's my disconnect? You have to ask yourself, where is my inability to believe? What part of me doesn't feel I'm worthy? Because we cannot attract something that is not in our feeling world. If I could tell you that your feeling world is like a magnet, and that magnet attracts, and things stick. So whatever you're feeling on a particular day, when you wake up, that's what you're attracting. So here we are in a world, a country, things are not feeling good. And there's a lot of uncertainty. And collectively as a conscious group, we are all focusing on that. And so you know inadvertently what we're doing? Creating more chaos. In no way, shape, or form am I saying we're sticking our head in the sand and acting like nothing's going on. But we're creating a chaos because our attention is on the disconnects and thus creating a bigger gap. Instead of saying, I trust that there's a higher power, a higher plan, and I'm going to do my part. I'm going to feel that all will be well. I'm going to trust that things are going to align perfectly and that humans will be spared the rest of this pandemic, that things will dissipate and we will find a way to heal this disease. I'm going to believe that even though there's so many people out of work, that they'll be all right and work will come to them and they'll receive an even better, greater job than the one that they left or had to walk away from or were furloughed from. That something good can come out of this uncomfortable moment. Because if we remember that God's hand is on everything that goes on in this planet, the watchful, all-seeing eye is aware of everything going on and has essentially given each one of us who have chosen to reincarnate at this time, what were we thinking? But here we are, gave each one of us the opportunity to create our own story with some aspects of the story already pre-wired in our destiny. Certain people we will meet, certain experiences that we signed up for. And these experiences blended with others in the tapestry that is life on this world, on this planet. That every thread is significant. That each thread in our life has a force and an energy unto itself that when it comes together and blends with ours, it too is a piece of the whole. So this experience, as mind-blowing as it is, as chaotic as it feels, as unjust as it feels, as bizarre as it's appearing, There are threads in the tapestry of life, in your individual life and the collective life of all of us, that has the thread of God going through, creator, source. And that this creation, as bizarre as it's appearing at this time, is clearing energy and realigning us and giving us all an opportunity to say this and hear what Spirit has to say for you now. It is an opportunity for you to choose to hear your soul and your heart more than you listen to your mind. The intellectual mind is an amazing blessing, but it can be the greatest obstacle for us because it too, like a computer, has a memory. And it files our stories and everyone else's stories and everyone else's stories that have been told and everything that we see, and it catalogs it. And then when we have an emotion that is linked in fear, it kicks into that, and suddenly we are seeing all the scenarios of what could go wrong. And we're not feeling the connection to Source. This is an opportunity for us to remember that we are not on this planet alone. This is an opportunity for each one of us to remember that we, by loving our individual self and not judging our individual self, can be more kind and loving to our brothers and our sisters, and therefore not judge and not criticize, not condemn, not have this divide. Imagine this. You, with the power of love, can walk in a room and change the entire energetic atmosphere and make an event that was going to be maybe a little off or chaotic because everyone's mind is preoccupied. You have the power to transform that. And help people remember who they are. I hear people talk about being a light worker. Today we're talking about light. Light versus darkness, light. I hear people talking about being a light worker. But when you're really aligned with the light, you don't have much work to do at all. You become an expression of light. No work required. Light seeks light. Light attracts light. So if you're not having light-filled experiences individually, how can we expect collectively for the world to be lighter and brighter and for the world to truly change? I know. One time I said to someone, oh, I want to change the world. I want to change things. I want to help people. And this lady, she looked at me in my center and she said, oh, little girl, the world doesn't want to change. And I never forgot that. I thought, wow. And then I realized that the world does want to change. It's just individually we don't know how. And our computers, our minds, our thoughts, our insecurities are holding on and hanging on to things that don't serve us, that are not the frequency of the light. So then you may say to me, well, Sarah, then why is it if Source Creator created this world, do we even have something that's not of light? Because we have polar energy, we have the yin and the yang, we have duality, we have the ability to transform. Does this Does the life on this earth not have darkness and light? And from the darkness, light comes. And then light turns to darkness. But there's a cycle. There's a change. And then when we look at our seasons, we have periods where we have more light than others. Well, I want you to imagine yourself as someone who can tune in to the longest light day and become that beacon of light always. Always. Now, I know we're human, so you'll have an off day. It's like a cloudy day. So when things are partly cloudy, you have to go in and have a talk with yourself. Because the people around you cannot change how you feel. Only you can make the changes to change how you feel. Only you can shift your consciousness. Only you can govern your thoughts and your emotions. And I guess, learn to be more free and harmonic. To just go with the flow of what is here before you and find something good in everything that you do, even if, okay, we don't want to be living the way we're living now. I'm sure if we pooled everyone here, we would hear people say, oh, I've had it up to here with this. But what good has come out of it? Some people have learned to cook. Families have learned to do more things together. Cleopatra assists me on my lives now. She never did before. You know, everyone's bonding in different ways. Relationships have had to grow. We couldn't stay the same. We couldn't be two distracted individuals in the house, hardly spending time together. And for some of the relationships, it was a good thing. And for others, it didn't feel like a good thing because the relationship ended. But in the end, it's still a good thing. Because if everything stays the same, nothing can change, and we will never expand and grow. So when we seek the light, and when you say, I want to be the light, and you say, I am light, I am love, you're giving the universe the opportunity to present to you ways to be more of light and love. And you get the power to choose. And then in this world where we've created so much resistance to change, we don't like to change as creatures. What we have becomes more chaotic and more challenging because we don't want to make the change. But everything is moving along in the world. The earth doesn't say, I'm not going to spin because I don't want to change the seasons. I don't want to have different light. I want to look at the same planets all the time. The earth is always moving. But we as humans have become very complacent and very sedentary, unable to budge from our opinions, unable to shift the energy and hold love as a whole. And so now, this is our chance. This is what we signed up for. This is our chance to choose to change. And it's not an easy change. And depending on where you are in your experience of evolution spiritually, your ascension process, as they talk about, depending on what you're open to, your readiness, your receptivity, that determines how difficult the challenges are. Can you imagine if you've never run before, but because you're resistant to even go running, they put you on the track where you've got to run for 7 hours straight? Does that sound like fun? Heck no. But if you're like, okay, I'm ready to build up some momentum and go, and they go, oh, we're going to put you on the track for 30 minutes. You're like, okay, it'll be a little tough, but I can do it. And because you were ready to do that, you graduate to an hour of running. And the next thing you know, you're at the front of the line in the marathon of life. Wow, look at you go. If there's something that you're holding on to so tight, or someone that you're holding on to so tightly, let it go. You know that saying, if you love someone, set them free. If they come back, it was meant to be and they're yours. If not, they were never yours to begin with. That statement holds true for everything on this planet. Because everything is meant to be. You know, Cleopatra here, in her little, interesting little way. See if we can, I'm going to move your little camera a little bit, but she's not cooperating. But here we go. Look over here. Say hello. Say hello. She's like, what are you doing? Yes, I know. Thank you. So Cleopatra here, what she's done for us is she's brought a lot of energy of surprise in my life. I was walking my dogs down a street, kind of a busy street through a development, and I heard this little meow. It went meow, meow. Now, I know cats, so I'm like, that's a meow. That's a cat. What is that? And I was like, hello? She came right out. And I was like, oh, are you okay? She came closer. I'm like, this is weird. And I took her and I looked at her and I didn't touch her, but I just like kind of took her in my energy and I looked at her and I was like, okay, well, you need to get back because this is a busy street. Go back to your mom. Go back to where you come from. Now, I will say that a few days prior, my neighbor's son had found a cat dead. So we don't know if that was the mom or not. And that was in my head. And so I was like, oh no, you've got to go. You got to go back to the bushes or wherever you came. She was not going to do that. She started to follow me. You see, if something's meant for you or meant to happen, it's going to happen. We as humans chase things that we want. Most things, when you chase them, run away. They escape you. So now I have 2 dogs and this cat following me, and I say, I need to do something. I was like, well, I can't leave her here. I didn't know she was a she at the moment, but so I picked her up under one arm. She was not squirming at all. I got the dogs, like, they're not big dogs, but they're like, oh, what's that? I'm like, please, let's just get to the house. So I scurry home and I let the dogs in the door. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? So I get this cat carrier because I already have a cat. So I get the cat carrier and I don't know anything about her and I don't want to bring her in the house. So I take her and put her in the cat carrier and I zip up the cat carrier so I can put the dogs away. And I was getting ready to go to the center to go to work to do my readings. And I figure, well, let me make sure she's okay. I'll take her to a vet. Like, I'm trying to decide, what am I going to do with this cat? Do I go to see where her mom is? Do I see if I can put her back in her environment? Like, all these thoughts are running through my head. And I'm putting my dogs away. And I open the door. And I go to the cat carrier, and it's unzipped this much. The little rascal, yep, Cleopatra, who was nameless at the time, had escaped. Now, I want you to imagine my panic and my fear. When you take something or someone out of their environment, it's unfamiliar. So now I'm thinking, great. I saved her from getting killed, I think. But now she's wandering around in my yard and could be anywhere because I was in the house for a few minutes. Like, oh Lord. So inside of me, I know she's a little girl, and so I call out to this little thing, and she was little. She probably was only, I'm going to guess, 4 weeks old. She was so small. And I went, little girl, little girl. And the strangest thing happened. I heard this meow, and she came right back to me. I went, oh, this is weird. So, of course, I found another place to keep her, and the story goes, I took her to a vet, and they kept her for a few days and checked her out, and I looked around to see if I could find her kitty family. And, of course, she found her way into my house, and now, of course, she's the star of our show, almost in every way. But we are so busy trying to catch things and control things and manipulate things that we're not allowing them to just come to us. She's an animal. I'm sure she knows exactly what her family smells like. And she wasn't that far away from her spot. It wasn't like we walked for 2 miles. It was at the other side of the block, across the way. So I'm sure with her little sniffer powers, she would have found wherever she belonged. But she chose to be here. And I'm going to tell you that whatever is meant to be yours, whatever is promised to you from the divine, whatever is part of your magical divine plan, your divine destiny is going to be yours. It's going to come upon you when you least expect it. It's going to come and test your receptivity. You know, my resistance could have been, okay, I got a dog, I got 2 dogs, I got a cat. Okay, I got to be at work. I can't be bothered with this little thing. I'm going to just push her back to the bush, and I'm going to just mind my business and just go home. But I couldn't do that in good conscience. There was already one little cat that had been killed, and it was a bigger cat, so I didn't know. So I'm like, well, now that the universe has involved me in this story, I have to do my part. That's what being in the light is about, doing your part. But your part that affects and impacts this entire world, the entire world. You're not just some insignificant person. Each one of you is putting a blueprint into the energetic field that impacts an entire world. You can't be the same person you were in 2019, in 2018, in 2017. You cannot and survive in this world because this world is asking you to trust. This world, just like this little cat trusted that I was going to take care of her. She had trust in me because her energy is in the flow of the universe, is in the flow of the divine, is in the flow of the harmony in nature. Animals, plants, the ocean, they're in the flow. We're the ones who are out of sync. So you're drawing forth to you experiences to align with where you are. And if where you are is not what you want, then you have to readjust your flow. Are you in a relationship that's causing you problems? Angst, disappointment. Is the partner resistant to being your partner? Are you feeling a certain way in your relationship? Are you in a family of people who want you to change and you know who you are and you don't want to change them? Why are you dealing with that? Are you at a job just because you get a paycheck and it pays your bills, but every day you come home miserable and there's nothing to look forward to? Where are you in your life? Are you wanting to change your career, but thinking you're not smart enough to go back to school, or you don't have enough money, or you're just not trusting the process? The universe has slammed the doors on so many things for us here in this world so that we can look at it and say, well, can't go that way. Ruh-roh, we're in trouble. And instead of panicking, find another way. It's important that you find a different way for everything that's not working for you. If the universe puts you on a break from your job, and I know that opens up a whole can of experiences that many of us don't want to deal with. But if you're in a place that you don't like, instead of wishing it could go back to the way it was, think of what it could be, a different way. Put some light into a new picture and invite your own messages of light into your life. You've got that power and you've got that strength. Well, Spirit wants you to tune in to where you want to be. And we show up here on Sunday Funday, cat included, to make sure that you have the support and the guidance that you need on the journey. And what do you think, Cleopatra? See, she's pretty sure we're going to all be okay. We're just a lick away from where we want to be. Pretty simple. Maybe we all need to take better care of ourselves. You think she's getting ready for the Miss America pageant over here. But we've got opportunities. We're going to tune in and see what our angels and our guides have to say. We got our cards for our collective reading. Guess we'll work around her because she doesn't want to go anywhere. She'll probably help us pick out some cards. And we got some cards flying out here, but we've got some good news for you according to the cards for our collective reading. I got Helena here. You got your Helena cam up?
I can put it up.
Put your Helena cam up. We got Helena. She's going to be helping us load up the questions. Glad to have you here. Karen says she loves Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo. Well, Miss Cleo got herself in trouble, so don't be building up some like reputation here and having kitty readings when I'm not around, Cleopatra. That won't be a good idea. Helena, how you doing?
There's Helena Cam. I am doing good today. I am glad to be here. Those messages, I was just sitting here like, wow, I've had situations come up in the last couple weeks pertaining to those messages, so very
I think a lot of people have, and I don't know, listen, you and I have talked, like we miss certain things that we used to do. We miss teaching classes at the center and having people come in, and a lot of people here in the feed have come in and hung with us before the class. We missed our St. Michael party. Thank you, Cleopatra. We missed that, but it's given us time to do different things. It's given us time to bond. It's just a different experience. And so it kind of helps every person here open up to something new. And, some of the changes, Helena, that we wanted to make, we've been able to make some of the changes, and some of them we haven't yet.
Right.
Because we've got some good ideas coming here. We got some great stuff coming for all of you. But we feel like everybody's getting ready for what we're getting ready to do, and the time just isn't right.
It's almost like we're just like ready to do it tomorrow, and it's not like Spirit's kind of like, man, like nah, forget about you. They're just like, hold on, the song, I'm not gonna sing it, but Take It Nice and Easy from Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Get ready now, hold your horses, and it kind of just feels like that, and it's almost emotionally like a drain in a sense, because like we're like, come on, let's go, we're ready, but you got to keep holding on to the expectation.
So we have to trust that we're waiting for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't petting Cleopatra, so I don't know if anyone saw it. She was like petting me back, like, hello? Like, remember, it's about me. Sorry, sweetheart, it's not about you right now. Our first card down, everyone, is listen. And I'm going to tell you all to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. 'Cause it's calling for you, right? Listen to your heart. You know, there's this great sense of listen to your heart, listen to your guides, listen to your angels. It's such an important time for all of us. So for the collective here today, our group connection, your angels and your guides want you to listen. And they also want to, it's getting a little uncomfortable, Cleopatra, thank you. Helena, you've got to turn around and see. This is probably worth a picture here, because we're having a photo shoot here with Cleopatra, because it is just precious. So we have showers of abundance. So here we are in a place thinking, what are we going to do? And Jiminy Crickets, what the heck happens if they go on lockdown again? That's like a whole nother story. What are we going to do? First of all, if we made it through it once, we'll make it through again. That's first and foremost. Second of all, you have to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. And the universe is going to shower you with the abundance that you need so that everything comes together perfectly. You have to trust this. You have to trust that it's all going to happen perfectly for you. And when you ask the universe to give you more, and I like to say, amp it up, baby, they give me more. So even when I need a bigger connection or a better connection, or sometimes I'm like tapping my third eye going, anybody home? Hello? Anybody there? I'm like, yo, amp it up. Tell the universe, amp up the experiences to raise my vibration and bring me to the highest good and help me feel the way I want to feel. So you put out a happy feeling. That's why I started in the beginning of this saying, you know what, listen to some comedy, watch some comedy. You know, I found that, and I sit with everyone all day and on the phones at night, and we do our Sunday Fundays and our Wednesday show, and a lot of us are navigating some heavy stuff. I am not minimizing that. It's some strong doo-doo we're going through, right? So we've got to make our way through. So sometimes if you watch some comedy, it forces you to laugh, and laughter raises your vibration. That's why they have laughter therapy in the hospitals. Well, they used to. I don't know what they're doing these days. But next card up for us is release. So the card we have here is for us to release what no longer serves us. So I would love for all of you to write down on a piece of paper, now or tonight, everything you want to release. We had our full moon, and now the moon is waning. So it's starting to dissipate. And so if every day until we get to the new moon, you released one thing, and you had, maybe we have about 12 days to the new moon, 13, you write down what you want to release. And then in the new moon, you just have a bonfire of everything that you released. Or on the day that there is no moon, the void of moon, where there is no new moon and there is no full moon, there's no light. You burn away everything. And then on the new moon, you have a new attitude, a new party, a new way of being. We're going to pick a unicorn card for us. And this is the Three of Rods. So what this tells me here is that many of you have become very ingenious in your business pursuits. I'm trying to not disturb the cat. This is lovely. Okay. And this is time because you have business pursuits, things that you want to have. But here in this rod, you can see there's one off to the side. So there's two together. So two things are in sync, but something isn't in sync. So everything's not coming together yet. And we're waiting for that one piece to come. So many of you are waiting for one more piece to fall into place before you can make your move. For some of you, it's literally make a physical move. For others of you, well, it's just you're waiting for one more sign, one more symbol, one more bit of information. So we're all waiting for something else to happen. But while we're waiting for something else to happen, let's not make it be something that happens out of our control. And that's what we're waiting for, the other shoe to drop. Let's wait and envision something else happening that's valuable to us, that helps us create what we want, so we can have the life that we want. And then we're going to take a mystical wisdom card and originality. Each one of you is unique and original. And so when you tune into that original energy of who you are and who you've come to be, then you know your divine blueprint. When we try to mimic and copy other people, and, you know, sometimes people come from, and probably everyone's been, I don't want to use the word guilty, but it's the only word that comes to mind, but guilty of, you know, kind of saying, oh, I wish I had their life, or I wish my life was like that. You know, it's that feeling, or that's a form of envy. You know, how come everything goes right for them and doesn't seem to happen that way for me? You know, whatever our self-talk has been throughout our life, might have only happened one time, but that is a form of envy. So sometimes we want to, you know, have someone else's life, and we don't even realize we're so busy paying attention to what other people are doing that we're robbing ourselves of our own freedom to create our life. And that our life is not meant to be someone else's. And even though on the outside it might look easy peasy, it's probably not. And we're going to take an angel card. Are you sitting up for that one? Did you want to read this one to the people? Seriously. The Knight of Raphael. Committed romantic relationships and being swept off your feet. Situations that make your heart flutter. So some of you are waiting for the Knight of Raphael to come riding in, baby. Scoop you up, romantic interludes, and it's all good. But remember, romance with another begins with romance with yourself. You have to care for yourself. Like we watched Cleopatra, she was just licking her little paw, right? She was having a great time. And so when you have that energy of loving oneself, you attract romantic relationships. And so romance is such an important part of your life. As humans, we want to be with someone. And I know that there are many of you in this feed that are looking to have that life partner come. You want the Knight of Raphael to bring the healing and the greatness of love. And we're so excited to assist you in creating that, because you've got that power. You can do it by envisioning it. Instead of noticing what's not here, see and feel it the way it should be, the way you want it to be. And for the group, we are going to pull one more card, and they are telling me to pull an Angel's Answers card for the group, and then we're going to answer your individual questions. We love answering your individual questions. I know we gave you a lot of pep talk today, but I kind of feel it was necessary. Okay, one flew out for us. We're going to take that one. Oh Lord, I don't know if we're ready for this one. Be honest with yourself. Your angels want you to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what you want. Be honest with who you are. Be honest with yourself. Take a good look at yourself, right? Just take a good look in the mirror and size yourself up. Not with just your critical voice that's so used to going, meh, 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 all the stuff you say. Be honest with yourself. Be honest and invoke your own truth. Remember I said everyone has a truth. And no two people's truth is identical. That's why it's so difficult to judge another's truth. We have our own experience. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation, what is the right thing for you. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself. For you, we, the guides and the angels, will support you. Learn that we are with you and you can lean upon us for courage and strength, and take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desire and they'll come to you with open angel wings. This is exactly what we have been saying since we started this. And what an ideal card to have flying out when they tell me pick one more card, Sarah Spiritual. And here's the card for you. Be honest with yourself. Admit to yourself what's not working. Choose the feelings you want to feel and actively engage in things that stir those feelings up. And then before you know it, it'll become commonplace for you to feel and be the way you want to be. So with that, we're going to put our cards back together. We're going to be picking some cards for people today and channeling some messages. How's everybody doing here? If you want to be a part of the light, right. I am light in the feed. I love to see your interaction here. I am light. Hey, Sue White, good to see you. She says namaste. Thank you so much. Just taking a look. Let's see. Grace is in the house here. Evelyn Moore, thank you so much. Joy Christina Wright, good to see you. Molly Sanchez, good to have you in the house. We got Baby Cakes Love in the house. Lord knows what Baby Cake Love is asking. We got Janine Orsini, good to see you. I know you sent me a message. Anita Joseph, she's like, yep. Got a yep from Anita Joseph. Thank you, Anita Joseph, for your participation. Anita Reddering, good to see you here. Of course, I got Helena in the house. She's in the chat. We got a new class. Did you hear?
Yes.
Did you hear the news? I haven't taught this class. I've taught bits and pieces of it, but I have never taught this class. Never. Oh, you want to know what the class is? Silly me. I was just busy playing with my cards and petting Cleopatra. The class is the art of spiritual rituals. Everything in life is a ritual. And I want to teach you how to harness your energy and focus your intentions and do a couple of physical things, tangible things, to distract your mind and give your mind something to do so your physical being is participating in the manifestation process. Do you want to manifest love? You better be there. Do you want to manifest protection, clearing? You better be there. Are we looking to up our abundance quotient? Yes, we want a different quotient of money, right? Are we looking to create more manifestations in our life? Are you looking to do some moon rituals? Well, we're going to cover a lot of that. We're going to have some really interesting classes coming up. Spirit gave me some new things they want me teaching. They said, okay, Sarah Spiritual, chop, chop, they're ready for this. I'm like, oh, Spirit, am I getting a break? They're like, keep going, Sarah Spiritual. I'm going to keep going. And we've got our apprentice class coming up. It's going to be on the website in a day or so. I don't know, I was working on it with Spirit and didn't finish my part, but it's going to be a great class. It starts at the end of October. So we would love to have you join our apprentice class. You be sure to check SarahSpiritual.com to learn more about the class. I got all my cards fixed here. Cleopatra. Cleopatra. She doesn't care. She's here with us. Yes, that little furry thing is Cleopatra's nose right there. Little Cleopatra, wake up. Okay. Apparently the cat is doing readings with me today. So I hope everyone likes Cleopatra's readings because she tells it like it is. And she don't play around. Who's our first question up here for us tonight, Helena?
Maybe she can answer this one from Tina Calloway. She is asking, what are the ascended masters that we can tap into to help us release karmic entanglements of the past and present that has us trapped from moving forward into our highest good?
Everybody should memorize that question. Thank you, Tina Calloway. What are the ascended masters and who are they that we can tap into? Are you going to keep moving the thing here? Helena, I feel like a cat following a pointer that's a light on the floor. I'm like, what's going on? Okay. We can tap into to help us release karmic entanglements. The number one ascended master to assist you with this is Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. And interesting, Tina Calloway is talking about the Ascended Masters because the Ascended Masters is a great portion of the teachings of the apprentice program because we want to be what? Ascended, transformed. We want to tap into the highest energy. And how do we do that? By calling upon Saint Germain to help cut the cords of karma that bind us to the experience. Thank you, Cleopatra. She agrees. She's like, yay. Someone came home. They'll play with me now. Okay, so we've got the present ones as well as the past. The other ascended master that's really powerful to assist us with this transformation is the one who taught us the most about love and forgiveness, and that's Master Jesus. Now, I have a whole list of ascended masters who can assist you with transformation, but if you go to Saint Germain and you go to Master Jesus, they will all assist you in the journey. Great question, Tina Calloway, and a great lead-in to our apprentice program. So if you're asking that question, I sure hope you're going to be a part of our apprentice program. Thanks, Tina Calloway, for always following us. We greatly appreciate it. And, thank you. If we don't get to your question on a particular week, it's just the luck of the draw. It's not that we are ignoring anybody. We pull a question. Spirit says, go here, and we do it. It's part of the presentation Spirit wants us to make. And Helena and I are guided to pull the questions. I don't even have as much control over it as Helena does, so you got a problem, talk to her. But the interesting thing is that we pay attention to who's in the room. We notice who's here. Even if I don't answer your question verbally, spiritually, once I see the question, if I don't have time to sit in the feed and answer them manually, I kind of put up a prayer for you. I think of you. I'm with you guys, even when we're not here on Sunday or Wednesday. So just know that we are connected and we are here to kind of help you through this time and navigate these changes. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to Shantae Shannon.
Shantae Shannon, yes.
Shantae says, I haven't had good luck on interviews lately, and I had one this past Friday that I believe went well. Did they think so? Is this the position that's going to remove me from this current situation?
Shantae, yes. There is a change coming for you. And when I look at this change for you, the first thing they tell me is it's time for you to get out of the energy of I guess the word they want to say is, I'm trying to find the right, they give me a pic, they're playing charades. They're giving me a picture and they're kind of showing you in this fence, and there's like barbed wire on the top of the fence, and you're looking for your way out. And this interview is opening up the possibilities and doors for you to find your way out. It feels very combative, just very heavy energy where you currently work. So here's the key in the manifestation, Shantae, Shannon, and I say this to everyone listening. Shantae wants to leave a place that's just not serving her. She's not happy. She doesn't like her job. How many of you in the feed can relate? Write in the feed, I can relate. So if you're at a position in your life, a job, and you are not able to feel free, and you're feeling trapped, and you're not happy where you are, and that's the energy you're focusing on, like, oh please, this is the job that gets me out of this hellhole, right? I have people go, I'm in a hellhole. I'm going, okay, well, from a hellhole, you're going to go into another hellhole. So you got to pull yourself back. You've got to get yourself in a different energy and really see yourself in a different frequency. Focus on what you're creating, not where you are. So if you shift the way you're viewing where you are as temporary and a stepping stone to a better experience for you, you're going to have much better luck in getting this yes that you're waiting for. And I feel like this new job will pay you some more, and it seems to be a better dynamic. But if you're coming from the negative dynamic, you'll end up in the department. That's the one negative department in the whole entire company. Helena, you can relate to that, yes, at work? Because I know I've had to talk Helena off the cliff a couple of times in her day job. That's why she can't wait to come work just for SarahSpiritual, so.
Oh yeah, those personalities and things. Even from home, there's still personalities. So.
There's still personalities and people pushing off their work and not doing it, and then, when you're the good employee, like Helena's the good employee, you get everything on you, right? She's like, oh my God, I just got a call from work. And she's like, right? And then I'll send her a message, hey, can you make something for me? And she's like, sure. She gets it done in 2 seconds, right? But it's just this whole vibe. When you're in this negative vibe with people, it's hard to get a better experience out. So like for many of you, I don't know how you feel, but this is kind of like our outlet. This is our way to tune in and feel connected and take us away from the ho-hum of life. And it's been pretty ho-hum if you ask me, but that's okay. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. What do we got going on, Helena, in the chat? What do we got? What are our questions?
Got a lot of other friends that can relate here.
Good.
What's going on here? We're going to go to Lakeisha.
Lakeisha.
She says, I'm feeling a bit scared and overwhelmed. What does Spirit need me to do? September going in October feels disturbing to me.
You know what? I got to tell you, September going into October is freaking disturbing because the energy is really heavy and intense, and there's a lot of uncertainty around you, Lakeisha. And I know you're feeling afraid, but for you, this energy is something that gives you time for pause. And 2020 into 2021, this time from your birthday onset in September till next September, this is the most powerful time of expansion you could ever have. So get yourself excited about what you're creating, and don't allow the conditions and the circumstances that are going on around you to create doubt and fear and worry, because they are not the defining factor around you. So it's going to change for you. September into October is traditionally, even planetarily, even in the world, September and October are seemingly always the roughest months. I don't know if any of you can relate that every September, October, maybe you have problems with your bills, or something always happens or goes wrong in your house or your car. It's just always that time where just the energy is just really intense. And we've got all this going on, so it's magnifying the intensity of what September, October usually is. Like, we all know here in South Florida, when we get a hurricane in September, October, it's going to be a doozy, right? So, we always sit here and go, oh, let me get through September and October. People talk about hurricane season from June, and I'm like, well, let's see what happens when we get to September. So, and we've got so much going on in the planet. Again, we send our love and healing prayers to the west coast of the United States because it's ablazing, and we send healing and prayers. I'm watching people's lives be totally devastated by these fires. And so everyone, please send love and light, right? Tonight is messages of light. Be a light, everyone. Be a light and send the light out to everyone on the West Coast, because they're going through so much. And I know we have pockets of things going on throughout the world and, of course, throughout the United States, but send some love and light to our friends in California, Oregon, Washington State, because they're going through a lot. They really are. Who else do we have, Helena?
We are going to go to Miss Isabel Dobson.
Isabel Dobson, I picked up my unicorn cards for you, girl. So what do we got going on?
Yeah, I know she loves our cards. She's looking for some good news or luck or something to cheer her up.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're looking for luck, because the card that fell for you, Isabel Dobson. Woohoo. Light, 8 of Pentacles. It's a very light colored card. I was seeing all the light around it. Instead of 8 came out of my mouth, light. 8 of Pentacles. So you are working diligently, and the universe has a reward for you. And, it might seem tiresome and tedious, but I am telling you, according to my unicorn cards, Isabel Dobson, the tides are going to change. And for you, this year is also a very important time for you to focus on your own personal expansion. And I actually see you expanding your spiritual gifts, Isabel Dobson, and that kind of takes us into about May of next year. And I'm pulling out a card from the deck here, and we have the Hierophant. So, you have blessings from above. Higher beings are here assisting you for your cause here. So you have strength behind you, so you just need to do the work, girl. Vision it. And remember, when we're in the light, things just flow. We don't have to work very hard. So make it happen, Isabel Dobson. Thank you so much. Isabel's in the UK, right? Thank you, Isabel, for joining us in the UK. We appreciate you greatly. Thank you. It's like after 11 in the UK. So thank you, everyone who's staying awake from the UK. What else we got going on here?
I was going to say, I have another friend of ours who might need to go to bed soon, Leanne Lockwood.
Where's Leanne?
She's also in the UK.
Mm-hmm. We have some friends who joined us from Ireland in the beginning. I saw that too. So hope they're stay up, Ireland. We'll get to you. Top of the morning to you.
Oh, yes. Leanne says, I worked with my spirit guides for 25 years, plus giving readings, etc. And now I don't see or feel them anymore. Where have they gone and why?
Great question. Great question, Leanne Lockwood. They didn't go anywhere. It's just the energy on the planet is a little denser, and they're in such a high frequency, and things have become so dense that you're not feeling them the same way, and you've evolved as well. So you don't need to have everything see and feel and be the same. You are all wired for sound. You're ready. You can trust the guidance that comes out of your mouth. You have kind of interwoven. They have become a part of you. But the manifestations, the feelings, the just, wow, they're in the room, that seems to be a little bit different nowadays. I've even noticed that the energy is a little different when I make connections with them, because I kind of feel like they're kind of busy. Like there's a lot going on. But trust it. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just part of the expression of connection. Remember earlier we talked about, Leanne, if you were with us, that everything's always changing. So we cannot expect, this is really powerful what Spirit just said to me. They said to me, Sarah, tell them they cannot expect for it always to feel the same. It changes because the energy is always changing. You're evolving, and they're at the evolution point. They're at their highest frequency, but their frequency has to still connect to us through the Earth's frequency, which is a little dicey right now. I remember one day I was like, okay, listen, seriously, like, I used to have like 12 of you walk in the room. Now I'm like, do I got one here? And so I even asked my spirit guides, are you guys mad? Like, did I do something? Like, you're pissed at me? Like, what do I got to do to make it up? Like, you want flowers? You want a glass of rum? What you people want? And they're like, no, Sarah, we're here. You're giving people information and it's accurate. So it just everything doesn't need to be fanfare. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's got to be like kind of vanilla and plain. Okay. I was kind of enjoying the excitement of 12 people in the room, but okay. So that happens, Leanne. So let it go. Let go of the expectation. Usually they're preparing you, because I know I receive things a lot differently now since I have that little tete-a-tete with them, like, yo, people, what's up? So now that you're done with yo, people, what's up? Chill. They're coming. They're going to come in a different form, a different frequency, and a lot of things are going to change. And you truly are meant to, I'm hearing, teach and help other people. So don't give up and move yourself forward. And it's going to be even better than it was. 2021 midway is going to be a powerful time for you, my dear. So this is, the time of your soul and learning the meaning of who you are and your reason for the breath of life. And they're vamping up that purpose more and more every day through the beginning of next year. So thank you, Leanne Lockwood. Great question. Appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Who else do we have?
We have Candace Ann Rowe wondering, will I be in a committed relationship in the immediate future?
Immediate. Define immediate. In spirit time, I don't know how immediate it is, but I will tell you that I do see love coming for 2021. This year is a year of, I've been afraid of changing 'cause I built my world around you. So you have built your world around some ways of being, and changing is feeling a little difficult. Okay, so let's read the question again, Helena, because our spirit guides have a real interesting answer right here. So Candace Ann Rowe, she says,
will I be in a committed relationship in the immediate future?
So SarahSpiritual and her guides say, well, 2021 is the year of love. And since we're wrapping up 2020, hopefully quickly, we're good. But the card that came out for you, Candace Ann Rowe, is kind of funny. Everyone ready to laugh? Only time will tell. Bam. Okay, so that means hashtag, honey, put your patience cap on. It's a-coming. Just got to chill for a while. It's all good. Thank you, Candace Ann Rowe, for your Facebook question. Greatly appreciate you. Who else do we have here? I love my little love cars. We didn't pull a love car because Cleopatra was stealing the show. She was giving us all our love. So now she can't be bothered with us. I think she's probably taking a nap. That was a little too much excitement for her.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got?
We've got Christina Church Dowler. She says, I have been seeing dragonflies a lot, even went to visit my daughter at the in-laws. Is there a meeting?
Yes, there is a meaning. This is representing of dragonflies are transformational beings, but they're also beings of the other side. So this means, Christina Church Dowler, that a lot of loved ones are connecting with you. They're wanting you to know that they're with you. I see a grandmother energy connected to you. Place it on the mother's side of your family, giving you signs, and they're also protecting your daughter as well. So this is a transformational spirit insect, if I would say, and they bring a lot of messages for you. And interestingly enough, I am loving what Spirit is doing with us today, Helena. You're not going to believe it. So I just said to all of you, and I picked this card. Okay, here we go. We got this card. I loved it. I pulled this card up. And I said the dragonflies are transformational insects. This is a time of transformation for you. Did I not? This, everyone, is the card of BAM, transformation. So, bam, boom, we got it here for you. It's a time of transformation, transformation and change. It's the most important time for you, really, truly is. So embrace that. Who else do we have here?
They're like, y'all be asking these questions more than once. Here's your answer. Boom, baby, right there.
You know what, though? We are creatures of habit. You know how many times I've had my pendulum in my hand and I ask the same question to Spirit, and then the pendulum just stopped moving? They're like, Sarah, we're not answering your stupid-ass question one more time. Okay? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you going to get yourself into a full panic, or are you going to just calm down and just trust the process? You know, we all get in that headspace, everyone. It's normal. But mine just shut me down so fast, I can't even say peep. It's like, go to your room, SarahSpiritual. I'm like, I'm in my room. All right, what do we got?
Next, we're going to Millie Sanchez. She says, Sarah,
Ooh.
all I do is cry. She says, my situation is dim. Any messages for me? My relationship ended 2 years ago. She lost her job since April. Her house isn't selling. What is going on?
It's going to sell. Things are going to change. You've got to trust. I know, sounds easier said than done, but I want you to know that this is an important time for you. So, Millie, I want you to understand, according to Spirit, that it's funny, when you connected, Spirit told me that this is a year of connections for you. This is a year of relationships with you. But of course, in 2020, we're lucky we have any relationships. But the card that just fell for you, Millie, is Ariel, Six of Ariel. Material seeds get fulfilled in a magical and unexpected way. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So there have been seeds of greatness, even though you do not see the evidence and the fruit of your labor, it is coming. That's why I say it's all coming. The Six of Ariel is letting us know that, and that's my confirmation for you. But I want you to understand, when I first connected with you, there was a song that was, there was two songs that played in my head, but there's this song, and I will always love you, will always love you, you, oh darling, right? So then it's, what's the next line? Bittersweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me. So, if you think about it, when I connected to your energy, they're telling me you're still holding on to the bittersweet memories of that past relationship. And there's a part of you that's like, and I will always love you. Okay, that was then, and this is now. And you are looking to create a new love. So let go of the past. I know it left you feeling empty and in despair, but we're moving you forward, and seeds of greatness through all these times have been sown, and it's all coming. So we got to change our mindset here. Love is coming for you, transformation is coming, and for whatever reason, coronavirus has you in a holding pattern. I don't know why, but it has you in a holding pattern. So that's where you're at with that. Let's use another question here.
We're going to go to Jan Orsini. She says, Sarah, these are difficult times. Her first love took his own life on Thursday night, and she is in deep mourning. She's got both birthdays there, and she's praying that he is at peace.
And you know what? Thank you. Thank you for reaching out. I know you had sent me a message on Facebook, and I didn't get a chance to answer it, but there's a lot of people taking their lives right now, and I don't have an answer for that. We had a friend of a friend, who's been part of our neighborhood circle, young lady, police officer, no reason in what I could see that she would not want to be on the planet anymore, and she just took her life. So there's a lot of heavy energy. A lot of people are choosing to exit the planet. They don't want to be here, and she decides she wants to be here. And I know that you know losing your first love is devastating. But I want you to remember that they will always be your first love. And they will always be in your heart. And that once they've come settled into the other side, they're going to be able to reach you. You're going to be able to get some confirmation from them that they're okay. So mourn, because that's natural. But just know that they no longer wanted to be on earth, and some reason they were suffering, and they needed to go to the other side. And that was what they felt they needed to do at the time, even though we as humans do not understand. So sorry for your loss. We understand how you're feeling, and we send you much love during this time. And I know many of you know people who have decided that they didn't want to be on the planet. They wanted to check out. And it's a difficult time for all the families when they go through that, because everyone thinks they could make a difference or make it not happen. And that's really just something that is a choice people make, and I don't know that there's anything anyone can do to convince someone that life is worth living when they give up. But thank you, Janine, for your question. We appreciate it. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to Charmaine Sutton. Charmaine is asking, will I make it through nursing school?
Will she make it through nursing school? Yes, you're going to make it through nursing school. I just feel like you're doubting yourself. And I feel like, Charmaine, is there like another year, 12 months, 14 months? I feel like we've got some more time here before we're ready to get ready to graduate. So the card that came up for me, for you, so the question is, will I make it through nursing school? Well, Spirit has an answer for you. And this answer is the Three of Cups with unicorns. And what does this mean? Three of Cups represents celebration, offerings, something to really rejoice. So yes, you're going to make it through nursing school. Don't doubt yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. And do your best to keep things moving. All right, thank you so much. Let's get another question out here from our Facebook friends. Anybody on YouTube we want to answer questions from? Let's take a look at our YouTube feed too. I don't know if we've got questions in your queue there, but let's pop on over to our friends on YouTube.
I don't have any at the moment. Got to get a little more specific there.
Okay. So we'll have our YouTube people ask a little more specific questions. What do we got going on?
Over here, where did we go here? Very interesting here from Mercedes Roberts. She had a dream that she had a baby, a son, and was breastfeeding him. She dozed off in the dream and woke up still holding as well. He even had a name in the dream. What's the meaning of this?
Babies represent birth, rebirth. You are rebirthing yourself. There is opportunity for you to nurture yourself and change. And, you know, babies are unconditional love. And usually we love our babies unconditionally, and our babies love us unconditionally. And so that also is a message of love here. Union, love, makes me feel like there's a loving partnership coming for you. I don't know for sure, Mercedes, that I see you having a baby, but I know that there is a loving partnership coming for you. And I'm going to pick a card, which is a unicorn card. And it's 2 cards stuck together. So actually 3. So we're going to give you 3 cards here. You ready, Mercedes? First card is 6 of Rods. So we've got some information coming to you. You're going to hear some information that'll help clarify this dream. So you're going to hear from someone, you're going to get a message, something's going to open up for you. And then we have the 9 of Cups. It's like you walked away from something in the past, and there's been a big change for you. And this change that has to do with all the different aspects of life and your relationships. My unicorn cards tell me that it's time for this change, and you might hear from someone from the past. They might actually be like, wah, wah, I want to come back, wah, wah, I want more. And you're going to be like, no, my dream, I was having a baby, and my baby wasn't you. So then I look into it, and I see the 10 of Cups, which is your happily ever after. This is the fulfillment of your love and relationships here. So this is your happiness card here, Mercedes. So that is a dream of fulfilled living and happily ever after. So if you hear from someone from the past, tell them to take the road, Jack, and don't you come back, because we are not looking back. We are moving forward. Thank you so much, and we appreciate your question. Who else do we have?
We are going to go to Barbie.
Barbie is in the house.
She says, overall, I feel good, but I struggle with anxiety. I'm training myself to control it. Her birthday's coming up on the 15th. She wants to know if Spirit has a message for her if something amazing will happen in her life.
Well, here's what I love about your birthday. This signifies your personal power, unconditional love, transformation. This is a truly, truly important time for you, Barbie. So it is a time for you to open up to new possibilities. And your spirit guides and your angels, they do have a message for you. And they're telling me to go to our love cards. And we're going to see what our love cards have for you, Barbie, because I know they've got a message for you. And I feel like something's coming together for you having to do with love. And I'm pulling a card for you. I am loving this. Okay, did I not just say to everybody, we have a feeling something having to do with love was coming to Barbie? So the card that I pulled is this very beautiful love card. Right? That's our heart card. You ready to, Barbie, are you ready for what it's got to say for you? Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. I think that's a positive feedback from your angels and guides. So yes, control your anxiety. Do your best to keep you settled. You govern your thoughts and emotions, and then trust that the universe will surprise you and does have a really wonderful surprise coming your way. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
We got those YouTube questions, and I got Cielo. Says, Sarah, what does it mean when you keep seeing spirits around you and feeling really weird?
When you're feeling spirits and you don't feel good, that means you have some energetic attachments that are not of a high vibration. So what do you want to do, Cielo, for that? You want to do something to clear your energy? I recommend my SarahSpiritual reversing spray. We'll pop that in the feed for you. I also will put it in the YouTube feed as well as the Facebook feed. But I also recommend for you that you do some kind of spiritual bathing as well, and you clear your energy. You're feeling something coming up against you that is not in alignment with your energy. Perhaps you opened up your door, opened up a portal for something that is a low vibration, or you surrounded yourself with someone who had some bad mojo. Maybe your house needs to be cleared, but there's something definitely going on. That's what that means. Spirit and the guides should never, ever, 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 ever make you feel weird. You should always feel happy and joyful and calm, sometimes like, holy crow, is that a spirit? But, you know, it's just the shock of it all. But it's not a weird feeling, all right? So we want to recommend our reversing spray. You could also use our reversing bath or our Archangel Michael bath as well. So great time to call Archangel Michael and ask him to assist you for protection. Thanks so much, Cielo, for your very specific YouTube question. Thank you for watching us. We appreciate you. Who else do we have here? We appreciate everyone who's staying with us here during this. Tammy Hill was like, she must have been gone, but now Tammy Hill's like, I'm back, baby. So good to have you back, Tammy Hill. I guess you had to pop off for a minute. We appreciate that. Who else do we have?
We have Anita Reddering. She's wondering about her and Howard. She needs a twin flame in her life, and she wants that love unity to come back home. She wants the heart, divine, unconditional love connection. Is this going to be it with Howard?
Howard. Well, Howard, and where's Anita Redding? Where does she live? Where are you? No, I might say where she lives. Anita Redding, pop it in the feed. Let us know, where do you live? I want to know. I like to know where people are from. Let me know in the feed where you're from. And Anita Redding, we're going to pull some cards for you. And yeah, I'm checking into Howard's makeup here. Mr. Howard is getting ready to be ready for love. I don't know that he's actually ready for love. He seems a little complicated. And we got 3 cards for you. Okay, the Ace of Raphael is telling you, Anita Redding, this is a positive emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships. Are these angels listening, or seriously, hashtag what? Like, what's going on here? So they're like, there are some great relationship energy around you. It's time to tap in. Remember, they said they're giving you 3 cards. Then we have the 3 of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning. Take a good look. You got some money coming. So now she's ready to, she's worried for her twin flame energy, and we're like, yo, universe is saying we're showing you the money. So this is a beautiful thing. And then we have the Empress. Time to act upon your plans and be creative. You know what I love about the Empress card is the Empress card represents fertility, creativity, the birth of something. So in the asking, Anita Redding, it's given. So if we are asking for divine twin love flame energy, right? And we have our intention, our eye. You got your eye. I got my heart set on you. You got your mind set on you, right? So you got your mind on him. You got your heart set on Mr. Howard. You're like, okay, we got you. But the universe is like, okay, take a step back, girl. We got money coming. We got good things coming. And here's the very best part. In the asking, it's given. So you're asking for this divine twin flame, mate, partner, and this is great. So either Howard is the opening game pitcher, or he's the winning pitch. I don't know yet. But either way, he's part of the picture. So in the asking, it is giving, and the first card is we have romantic relationships from the Ace of Raphael. So this is a powerful card. So it looks like you're on track. I just don't believe Howard's quite ready to jump all in. Just saying what my spirit guide says. So you hold the space, but you just tell the universe, I'm open and receptive for twin flame love. And if I'm open and receptive to twin flame love, then I reckon I'm open for something better than Howard. If it comes my way, I do declare. So just get yourself all worked up for some good, hot twin flame love. It's coming, honey. All right, what do we got going on here?
We're going to miss Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes love, yes. She's with us on Wednesday nights. Thank you for joining us again.
She's looking for love and money. She's got her and him. She's feeling a little down and lost. She'd like some blessings.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for you, Baby Cakes love, I know, and they're telling me that the partnership here between you and this other person, I'm kind of feeling like they got commitment issues. And you need someone you can count on. So don't count on them if they promise you something that you really, really need, because it may not give you what you really, really want. Tell me what you need, but tell me what you really, really want. And he may not come through for you. I have to turn this card Oh. All right. Universe says, whatever you want to create, you may have to make a move. So time to go. Time to go. The time to act on what you want in your life is now. So if you're finding yourself waiting for this partner, or waiting for them to get committal and step into it, it's time for you to go. So just trust that the universe has got your back, and there's powerful changes here. So I see money coming for you. The universe tells me that just like the ocean, everything has a movement and flow, and the deep blue ocean speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. So we've got the ocean, which is deep. Everything runs very deep for you, and I see a lot of abundance coming for you as well. So thank you so much, Baby Cakes Love, for your Facebook question. Thank you. Who else do we have here?
Let me see here.
How's everyone doing in the feed? You know, we heard this thing regarding Facebook, everybody. I don't know, Facebook's on special ed. I don't know. But anyhow, so they have all these new rules and regulations. So if you enjoy our music, we're going to be doing that solely from YouTube. So Helena, we got to put in the feed where they can find me on YouTube, because if you want to catch our music, I don't think Facebook's going to let us do our music show on Facebook anymore. So we don't want to get in trouble with Facebook. I do not want to be in Facebook jail. So I don't know what to tell you. So just go to YouTube, SarahSpiritual. Follow us, get the notifications, because that's most likely where we're going to be doing all our music till we understand what's going on with this Facebook thing, because I think they stopped all live performances and music feeds in Facebook. That's the story we got from them and their rules and regulations. So thank you, Facebook. We love you. All right. That was SarahSpiritual sarcasm, by the way.
They're doing their best at keeping it a community.
They want a community. They don't want the SarahSpiritual singing show. That's fine. We'll go on YouTube. They are happy to have SarahSpiritual singing. And look, you know what they just said? It's perfect timing, everyone. Whatever's going on, time for us all to migrate over to YouTube for some music eventually. Perfect timing for all of that. So we're going to honor that, and we're going to trust the universe knows exactly what it's doing, and even Facebook knows what they're doing. All right, who else do we have?
We are going to go, let's see here.
Who else has a question for us?
We're going to go to Dawn Hawkins. I know she said she was feeling a little alone earlier. She'd like any advice messages from Spirit. It looks like her mom is also on the other side. Things are a little messed up. She says she's about to lose her home and she's waiting on unemployment.
Okay, Dawn, first of all, I don't think you're going to lose your home depending on who owns the loan of your home. I'm not a mortgage person, but, and according to what I just heard Congress was working on, they're trying to make it almost impossible for somebody to get evicted from their home, foreclosed on. So you want to Google that, because there's some other things going on. Now, if you're renting, then you need to provide proof to your landlord, and I do believe they're trying to pass a measure to stop the landlords from evicting you. So whatever the story is, I'm just giving you some facts for you to look into. I don't know where Dawn is. Dawn, I don't know what... Are you here in the States?
South Carolina.
South Carolina? Well, they can't do that in South Carolina. So you just tell them to take their little whippersnapper uppity attitude and hit the road. Because they're not going to do that. They shouldn't be able to. So learn your rights in this here. But the angels are telling me, this is what I'm hearing, that you're going to be all right. And let's see what Mom has for you. And I have my mystical wisdom cards because I kind of feel like they attune up to the other side. Purity. You know, there's a love purity that's all around you. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. And remember I said these cards are really profound in connecting to the other side. Here we have amethyst wings. So, you know, I know that your mom's in a state of transformation, and she is on the other side. And Dawn Hawkins, I also want to draw your attention to something that was going on. I don't know whose stomach it is, if it's your stomach or your mom's stomach, because someone's talking to me about digestion. So you may have to give me some feedback in the feed on that, but I'm hearing on the other side something about stomach problems, digestion. I don't know who to place that with, but if it has to do with you, then it's something for you to look into and keep an eye on. And we're going to go to our Angel Answers cards and pull you one more card, Dawn Hawkins, and hopefully you will answer me with that. Interesting. Angel Answers are telling me to tell you, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. That the angels are going to support you and guide you, and lean upon the angels for courage. So if you're feeling afraid, which is clearly what you're saying to us, look at what the angels have to say to you. Be honest with yourself. Remember that you're supported. Look at the situation, the whole situation, and trust that the angels will give you all the courage to support you in whatever's going on, whether you're meant to stay there or you're meant to take a transformation and they have a better place for you. Sometimes the angels have a better idea for us and we're stubborn and we don't want to change something, and they actually make us land on our feet better than we ever imagined. So did we hear back from that?
She said she needed to pay taxes for this year, and that was the last message I had seen come in.
Okay. And did she talk about her stomach or? Okay. So it's taxes? And she's been sick. Okay. I believe you have time, so I don't want you to worry about that. Again, I don't think anybody's allowed to do anything to you, my darling. So let's not hold on to the fear. Let's hold about everything's always working out for me, as Esther Hicks and Abraham would say. Everything's always working out for me. That's your new mantra. Thank you so much for your question. And we all hold the space that you remain in your home and that everything works out. Who else do we have?
Next we have Amy Hiller Kelly. She's wondering about her mother. She's wondering, will her mother's health improve, and can she do anything to help her?
So your mom, the way I see the energy of your mom is she is in this place of new beginning, transformation, and you know she's had some health problems for a while, according to Spirit. So she has some more time to really kind of calibrate her health. I don't know that there's anything for you to do. I do feel like we need some different advice, some better assistance from the medical professionals, and maybe that's a little difficult now during this pandemic for you to get the right people. But I'm going to take an angel card, and we have the Three of Raphael. Reason to celebrate, happiness, happy messages coming. So Raphael is the angel of healing. So the angel of healing is going to assist you. And then the moon card is an opportunity to improve everything around you, including your plans. So these, Amy Hiller Kelly, are your answers to your question by the cards. But I'm going to tell you that I think your mom's health will improve. I just don't know that she's on the right protocol with the right people. So these are things that have to be recalibrated. I know she seems to have been suffering. When I kind of go back in the energy, I feel like last year was really hard for mom, health-wise, and it's carried over to 2020. And so we need to kind of get her in a better way. But we hold the space and call upon Archangel Raphael. He is the angel of healing. Let's get one over here. Helena, get us another question, if you'd be so kind. Pull us a good question.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
All our questions are good, but just give us a doozy here. Let's see what we got going on.
We've got Lourdes. She says, the last 10 days have been really hard business-wise. When do we thrive again?
It's that September, October thing going on. And I feel like, and your business, Lourdes, is in South Florida, so I can tell you that the catch is here that people have just taken their kids back to school. If you remember when kids used to go back to school in August, even though there's a sense of freedom, things are still kind of difficult. Some kids are online learning, some are back to school. Parents' jobs are not quite the same. Some of them are working from home. So it's a whole new, we all got used to being at home and doing this. And now they're trying to get back on track a month later than normal. So I feel like business will pick up. I feel like the past 10 days have been slow because kids going back to school, people being able to do a little bit more that they haven't been able to do here in South Florida. They kind of lifted some of the, I don't know, lockdowns, and they said that more people can go in restaurants, and I think they're opening up the bars, so they just opened bars. So now people are starting to like, okay, we can do some things, and they've been so cooped up that their focus is not on what they were doing with you at your business, which is yoga studio. So here I have the Eight of Pentacles. So even though you're diligently working, of all the cards to pull here, there's going to be enough money. You're working hard and tediously, but the rewards will pay off here. This is our unicorn card of Pentacles for you. So we want you to know that the angels are answering you. So we appreciate your question. And Lourdes is at the Om Yoga Studio. So we can pop in a link to Om Yoga. We'll let our media department do that because I know they got the information. And thank you, Lourdes. And everyone want to learn how to do yoga. We got all types of yoga going on at Om Yoga Studio. And Om Yoga Studio has also participated in our radio show. You may recognize the name because she did a commercial spot with us for a period of time. So thank you, Lourdes. And trust business is going to pick up. Give me another question, Helena. I think we got some good stuff going on here with the feed.
I want to go to Caitlin next. Caitlin asks, are the steps I'm taking going to assist me with career and moving? I am really trying, she says.
I know you're trying. Everything's got its time, girl. Everything's got its time, girl. And the card that fell up here is time to go. So the answer is, Caitlin, yes. And the other card that fell up is acceptance. So there's certain things you have to accept. So as you accept things and you let them go, it's time to go. So trust the process, Caitlin. You are in the right place, in the right time, and everything aligns perfectly for exit stage left. You're moving, and you're working to build your new career. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for following the show. I know you follow us on Instagram, and thank you for your really kind messages on YouTube. We really appreciate you. Everyone, we launched a new song that was written here last week after the show. We posted on my SarahSpiritual YouTube channel, Change the World. The world is changing. The world is changing now. And I have to tell you that it was such a great experience. Speaking of YouTube, we're going to play you a song right now as we are closing out the show, and we're going to fade, and as we are ready, Helena's like, oh, is that what we're doing? She's like frantically pushing buttons here. We're going to start rearranging the set, but you're going to have to pop over on YouTube. So listen to this for just a moment. And it's another song that we wrote when we started this pandemic. So when we started a broadcast from here, it was the first song to be birthed from me during the pandemic. And then this was the last song that we birthed, that we opened the show with, The World is Changing Now. So take a listen to this. Give us just a minute. We're going to jump on the piano for just some healing, and maybe we can write you one song. All you've got to do is in the feed of YouTube, I want you to put a word, something you want to talk about, and we're going to channel from spirit, not just messages like we've done with the cards. We got some music for you. It's going to be a short little break, and then we're going to give you a nice little bit of music so that we can close out our show the way we're used to. Hashtag see you later, Facebook. Listen to this song and catch me on YouTube, SarahSpiritual. We'll be back.
And we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other. The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another. We can't stay the same. We've lost the game of life. We can't run away anymore. The world is changing now. We need to heed the warning. The world is calling you to rise above where you've been. The world is changing now. What we did before doesn't work. It's time for you. It's time for me to change. The world is changing now. Won't you change and open your heart? Open your heart. The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have
And we're back here, right here with all of you. Sunday Fun Day. When I close my eyes, I see love all around. Love is the answer to my prayers. When I close my eyes, I see angels dancing. I see dragonflies flying to the sky. It is such a beautiful world, a beautiful place. When I close my eyes, I see the grace of God. When I close my eyes, I see everything exactly how it's meant to be. All the beauty of the world surrounds me. All the beauty of who I am. When I close my eyes, I see beauty. This world is such a special place, you know. Sometimes we've gotta close our eyes and let go. So tonight when you close your eyes, let the angels see you and let them know you're there. You'll see it all when you close your eyes. Close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you can see all of heaven. You can see all of the angels. You can even see those dragonflies. We are having our Sunday Fun Day. We are tuning in, tapping up to the music here of Spirit, giving you your messages via the music. You give me a word, you give me a phrase, we give you a song. It comes just like that, like a wave through me. Nothing I play I have ever played before, and if you ever asked me to play it again, I can't do it because it's just the whoosh of Spirit. And we're going to do some healing in just a little bit. So if you need some energetic healing, some transformation, some revamp, we're going to be doing that too. What words do we have, Helena? What do we got going on?
I like this one from AJ, release and refresh.
And that was like one of the first ones in the feed, right?
Yes. Like 3 times. AJ's like, please release and refresh.
There are so many things going on inside my mind. There are so many things I'm thinking. I gotta go offline for a time. Oh, my world is spinning round, and I don't know how I'm gonna be. I can't seem to find my way. I'm tired every day. I need to unwind. I need to refresh myself. I need to rewind the time so I can see where I've been, 'cause I need to unwind. Oh, release me, refresh me, and fill my heart with love and light. Release me, refresh me, and fill my heart with light. Release me, refresh me tonight. Who else we got here?
We've got Caitlin. She said divine timing.
What else we got?
Stacy Holler, Miss Destiny and the Stars said inspiration.
Yeah, what else we got?
Oh, Candace Ann Rose got us subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, Candace, for joining us on YouTube. Spread the word, everybody. We are on YouTube.
Diane Bergen said clarity.
Here we go. Everything is spinning round me. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Everything is mumbled in my world, and I don't know which way to go. I don't know where I am now, but I've gotta change my way. I don't know where I am now, but something's gotta change. I need clarity. Everything is spinning all around me. I don't know where I'm to go. Things I thought I knew are not the things I thought I know. Everything's been blurred around, and my world is upside down. I've been spinning round and round, and I don't know which way I'm to go. Someone please help me find my way. I need it I need to say I'm lost. I need some clarity. I need some clarity. Yes, indeed. Starting to think like I was down in the South. I need clarity right now. Lord, what we got going on here in the feed.
Got everyone slowly joining us over from Facebook.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us from Facebook.
You know, there's a question earlier from Morgan Light. Her birthday's October 24th. It's coming up, so happy birthday, Morgan.
Yes, happy birthday, Morgan.
And she's wondering kind of what everyone else is wondering. Any big life changes coming in soon?
You got time for me to write you a book? There's a lot of big life changes coming. And for you, Morgan Light, this is a big transformational time for you. And when I look at this energy, I see it's time for you to get out of the box. You know, you've had yourself in this box that was the box that pleased and did what needed to be done for everyone else, and now it's your turn. I can hear Diana Ross singing, "It's my turn," with no apologies. You've given up the truth for those you've tried to please, but now it's your turn. So I want you really and truly to step into your light, Morgan Light, and get out of the box. There's some big changes coming for you. And when I move you into the energy of 2021, I see new connections, socialization, we all hope we're socializing by then. But for you particularly, networking, connections, socializing, building a new circle and community, which is so important because you, Morgan Light, have come to make a difference in the world and to be a light. So thank you. Big changes coming for you. Who else do we have? And big changes coming for everybody. We're not going through this mucky to muck stuff for nothing. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Who else we got?
We've got a couple more words.
Give me some words.
We got two from Lourdes. She said, joy and hope.
I hear joy, and I hear joy to the world. The Lord is come. Let her. We'll save that for Christmas. Okay, go on.
Ain't
I have
too
to learn
far
how to
around
play
the
that kind
corner.
of stuff. What do we got? What do we got?
I said inspiration, right?
Mm-hmm. What else we got?
Divine timing.
We got a lot of stuff coming through here. Give me some more, because I got 2 songs in my head.
Beauty. Beautiful. And the perfect words.
I got a word. I got a song. Oh, yeah. Everything has its time. Things come along as they should. There's no need to push. There's no need to feel. It all comes in time. There's a place for rewards. Time stands still when it has to. Everything has its time, I believe. It's divine. I'll be waiting for divine time. dreams come true. I'll be looking for God's time, 'cause all things come through, divine things, you know. Everything has its season. Everything has its time. When things need to go, just let them go. Everything comes for a reason, and then it's time to go. Everything comes in divine time. Everything has its light, you know. So open your heart and let go, 'cause everything has a reason. Everything has its time, and everything's divine time, everyone. Well, I think it's the perfect time to do some healing. We're going to do our healing time. Are you ready? We're going to open up the energy, whatever you need to clear, whatever you need to release, whatever you want to heal. We open up the space to Alleluia, our version of the healing Alleluia, so that you can all clear your energy. And we open up the energy to divine I am. So let's just start with I am. I am. Say it with me. Everything that I am is divine. Everything that I am is aligned. 'Cause I am light and I am love. I'm sent from up above. I am. nice breath. We're going to clear your energy. Thank the angels. I thank my God. I thank you all for joining us here for Sunday Funday. Thanks so much for popping over to YouTube, catching us on this channel for our music. Be sure to scroll down to our YouTube channel and hear those songs we've written. The World is Changing has to be my all-time new favorite of spirits channeling. Everyone stay well, stay centered, be in light, be in love. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday Funday. Thank you to Helena for joining us and asking the questions on your behalf and assisting you in being heard in the feed. We greatly appreciate all of you. I do hope you join me Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on WWNN. You can catch it on iHeartRadio, but we all know right here on YouTube, right on Facebook, or even on SarahSpiritual.com, you can watch the show. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again. Good night. God bless you. And well, you know, I am Sarah Spiritual. So what will you do different?